I've never been a fan of California dials. I've not really been drawn to them over the years, but this watch, for some reason, has sparked my interest. The fact that it features a sector dial with those crosshairs that run through the pinion, and the cleanliness of that white on black with a railway minute track, I think it really works. Now today I'm going to share my review after spending 1 week on the wrist with this watch. It's a brand new release from Beaufort, the Aerotimer, so let's check this thing out. I love getting relatively affordable watches on the channel, and for good reason. You see, when I first started in this hobby, I was young, I didn't have a lot of money to buy things, and that said, we never actually had decent quality microbrand watches available to us back then. Now this is a very pretty watch and a nice layout, and on first impression it seems to be balanced and nicely designed. But that said, I also feel that after spending a week on the wrist with this watch, it could easily benefit from a few small changes or tweaks, just to iron out some potential gripes that I found throughout the week. Now you saw the pop-up, Beaufort has sponsored this video. I don't have to send this watch back, so I will of course leave a link in the description section if you guys want to check them out. Now having a close look at the dimensions of this watch, with a case diameter of 40mm and a case height of 11.2, it's really comfortable on the wrist. The crown is a 5.8mm signed push-pull crown. The watch has 100 meters of water resistance, and the total weight on the supplied leather strap comes in at exactly 87 grams. Now this watch has been comfortable as soon as I put it on the wrist. The strap didn't require any real break-in period, it sits well, it's malleable, as you can see it's got a signed clasp. It's just been a real delight on the wrist, especially at 87 grams. Now the watch does come with two different straps. You've got this tan one as well as the black, and I've opted to wear it on the black, but if you want to soften it up a little bit, yeah, I think look, it works. But for me, that black contrast, that black, it just really suited the watch, and I haven't had any complaints. Now the strap itself tapers from 22mm down to 17 here. It does have quick release spring bars. The thickness is quite good and also malleable. So the comfort on this has been good straight from the get-go. Now if I turn the watch over, you can see there's a display case back. It's a sapphire crystal, and behind that crystal is a Swiss-made STP1. It's an automatic caliber, proper no-date model, so there is no ghost position on that crown. And this particular one is elaborate grade finishing. It's got around 44 hours power reserve, and it's been running very stable. Now looking closely at that dial, that's where the hero is. It's beautifully balanced. It's a California dial, a combination of Arabics as well as Roman numerals. I like the design. I like the fact that it's got the crosshairs, just simple. Beaufort Aerotimer, it's done. It's clean, it's elegant. It's very, very legible, and protecting that dial is a sapphire crystal, and this particular one here, I've got mixed thoughts about it. It's actually a single dome sapphire. As you can see, at extreme angles, it does have quite a bit of distortion. It does have blue AR on that crystal. However, being a single dome, it does also pick up quite a few reflections on different angles, so bear that in mind. Now the lume on this watch is C1 Superluminova. It's applied to the indices as well as that handset, and to be honest, it's very nice. It's bright, it's clean, a very easy read, especially with that inverted triangle at the 12. I quite enjoyed the lume experience on this watch. Now lastly, before I get onto gripes of this watch, what is the price? And looking at their website, the watch comes in at $507, and I believe that comes with both leather straps. And that said, there's also a couple of different dial choices. As you can see, legibility on all three are great. I actually opted to check out this pure clean white dial. I just prefer the look, the purity of it, but really all three of them, they actually look nice and balanced. Now getting onto the gripes of this watch, well, that glass. First and foremost, that crystal, that sapphire, it's a single dome, and although it does do a decent job with a hint of blue AR, the crystal does in fact pick up reflections every now and then. Also, being single dome, it does have distortion at the extreme angles. Personally, I would have loved to see a double dome sapphire on this watch, because I like the design, I like the layout. I think it would have really set this thing off. Now, is that a deal breaker? Well, for some yes, others no, but just mentioning it, that's been my experience throughout the week. Second gripe for me has been that handset. And to me, it looks like it needs to be a little bit more substantial, especially that hour hand. It's noticeable more so indoors when I was observing the watch under lume. That hour hand seemed a little bit short, and not broad enough. Now, once I observed this at night, under loom, now wearing the watch, I also notice it throughout the day. So a little bit more substance, a little bit more breadth and length on that hour hand really would have been welcomed here. Now, coming on to the third gripe of this watch is that crown. It's actually a nice size at 5.8, great knurling, easy to wind. My only gripe, it's quite difficult to actually grab in there, so the only real place to hack it is from underneath. So apart from that, it's been very good. The usage has been good, the winding has been good. Remember, it's not a screw down crown, it's a push pull, but actually hacking it, yeah, I really struggle in there. It's just underneath. As you can see, it's hacked. A little bit fiddly, but enjoyable to use. And my fourth gripe, this is a strange one. That 22mm lug width. Initially, I thought not the right proportions, but it might seem that I've been proven wrong after a week of wearing this, because the stability, the balance, and the comfort have all been achieved by this design. So I'm going to leave that open to you guys. Let me know what you think, 22mm or 20mm. As it stands proportionally, 40mm and 22, it is slightly off in proportion, but it does seem to work. The fact that you've also got a big taper from 22mm down to 17 on that leather strap, again, I think it aids in visual appearance. But again, I will leave that open to you guys. The jury's not out here. You guys let me know what you think. And lastly, there's no bracelet option. It would have been nice to have a bracelet potentially at this price point. Yes, no, leave me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I just feel the watch is nicely designed. It's a clean, very well balanced, beautifully applied indices. It's been a joy to wear. And that said, it's very nicely finished and easy to bond with. And I've got to be honest, I found that this particular watch, it might just have swayed me in actually starting to look a little bit closer at California dials. Because this one not only works in my eyes, but that dial may have looked a little bit boring if it didn't have those Roman numerals to add some visual interest to that clean white dial. Let me know your thoughts, guys. This is the Beaufort Aerotimer. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's been a fun watch. It's been a decent watch to wear. Coming in at 500 odd US dollars. It's not inexpensive per se, but it's not going to break the bank. But I can assure you the finishing is good. That polished step bezel seems to set off this watch quite nicely. And the overall cleanliness of that dial and the wearing experience has been a delight throughout the week. My take on this brand new Beaufort Aerotimer, let me know what you think, especially about that 22mm lug width. Initially I thought, yeah, that's going to be a gripe, but after wearing it for a week, it's actually been a joy. It's been stable, it's been visually fine for me, so 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Thanks for watching, be well, enjoy the rest of the week, and enjoy yourselves. Be safe during these holidays and the festivities coming up, and we'll see you all in the next one.